Hey, how's it going? My name is Patrick. This is probably the first of many, not probably, but it definitely is the first of many. Came here to my studio space to talk about something that I always wanted to start, right? Which is a podcast or YouTube talking thing, whatever you want to call it. It's me talking about the creative journey, the creative passion, everything that comes into the creative field that's on my mind. It's not necessarily what people talk about, maybe it is, and this is why I'm doing this, to see if more people are talking about this. This is more of I guess I would say more of an improv, right? So there's no script on this for this one right now. I don't know if there's gonna be script on any of these at all, but we shall see. And the first thing that I have to talk about is vulnerability in regards to the creative field, right? So when you think of the word vulnerability, the first thing that comes up to me is breaking down. This is not the right definition, but this is the definition in my mind, is breaking down barriers for somebody else, others, or people to see and know who you are as a person, right? That could mean mentally, that could mean physically, that could mean spiritually, right? So in regards to vulnerability in the creative space, why is that important to me? And I feel like vulnerability is important to me in any type of creation, whether it's photographs, creating a short film, relationships, talking about all that type of stuff in regards to vulnerability helps you understand the person, but also helps you understand who you are more as a person, right? And I believe it helps you understand who you are as a person more, because while you're learning about that person, whether it's in regards to your relationship, the people you're shooting with, the people you're connecting with, your friends, you get to know more of your self-worth and knowing, okay, this is how I interact with this person, and how can I build and break down my vulnerability since they're so vulnerable with me. And just knowing that vulnerability is a deep installment in my creativity, knows it's, yes, even though that I know vulnerability is a deep installment in my creativity, it makes me want to dig deeper and more aspects. And my job as a creator, as an artist, as a human, right, as a person, is to see these things and know why, or try to understand why they're not breaking themselves down, but why they're not being as vulnerable with me in the creative space. So one of the key things that I do is I try to meet up with them before. I try to get coffee, tea, have a drink, a beer, to understand and have a deeper convo to see where their mindset is, and also to see where they're coming from. So when you do that, and when you talk about those things with them, you build that connection, and that connection gets a deeper sense of, oh, I know this person a little bit more than I did before we started even talking, shooting, whatever you want to call it, right? So after I break down that barrier, I tend to understand them a little bit more, right? And by me understanding them a little bit more, now I can ask them more, or I can ask them deeper questions with intentions, right? It's not saying that I didn't start with intentions. My first questions of talking to them or asking them was to know more about the intentions of, okay, how can we get deeper into this creative passion together? But now when I say intentions and asking them deeper questions in regards to that is, why do you want to do this? Why are you trying to shoot? What is your long-term goals? What is your short-term goals? Does this make you a better person? Does it make you feel good while you're shooting? And just knowing these things it helps me in regards to my creative passion, my creativity, and that's just the one of many, and that's the word vulnerability to me. And thank you for listening. There will be more of this. If you have anything else that you think I should talk about, please let me know. Very short, quick videos. I'm not going to take up the time. But thank you. Appreciate you.